Well, this is the chat room version, so all right, so here we go. Blessings and happy holidays. Greetings. This is Redmond. Blessings for the Sirian race. Much love to you. Galactic Federation of Light sends you all positive, reinforcing energies of light. If you wish to connect to that, connect to your reptilian sides, your amphibian, and other animal-like connections you all have. Because in your next year, much of that will become more known to your society. Because you're no different than your animals on your planet. You might be human, but still you are so all interconnected. So when you are ready, I'm happy to assist.
Yes, thank you for taking the questions tonight.
Anytime.
Okay. First question is from Stacy. I've recently been feeling quite a bit of nausea, lightheadedness, and sinus drainage and head pressure. Is this related to any energy shifts?
Yes, your next year is going to be quite a different one than what you are usually accustomed to. As you also, it seems like you're becoming more of an angelic type of energy. You're connecting more to your angelic self. And your body is still adjusting to it, from what it seems. Connecting more with nature would help you already do that. Just go with the flow of it. But if you feel like this, to take a walk, you most likely will feel better, hopefully. Blessings.
Okay, and does my boyfriend's higher self have any messages for me?
What he says is you will work it out, whatever differences that you have. But of course, the decision is always up to you and him of what to do as for where you are going. So the rest of it will be personal, so I could go into that. Blessings.
Okay, and next is Debbie M. Does my higher self have any messages for me?
One moment. Well, what they first said is to look more clearly at yourself, meaning a spiritual direction is opening up to you. You had lifetimes within the Middle Ages that were not easy on your vibration, on your soul, and you're still releasing much of that. You've also had a close encounter with the queens of that time period. You'll have to do your research on it, which one you might resonate with, as you had a close connection to one. They're not giving me a name. They do give me the name of Rachel. Not to say that was a queen of that time period, but that was the name of your name during that time. but there was a queen during that time period that you might, if you go in your history books, if you wish to, it might help you release. They're not giving me a name, it's for you to discover. It seems. Blessings to you.
Okay. And second question is, will we be buying property in the future?
It seems like when the market makes a lot more sense right now, I think from what the vibration says, the prices are too high at this time. So the possibility is likely, but it's still in your hands. I still get the prices are too high from what I'm gathering. Blessings.
Okay. And next is Gray Joyride. Hi there. Who is around me at this time?
Many Palladian beings are around you at this time. Also, a Zeta Gray is around you. A trusted one. A one of much information that is for you to connect with. A meditation will open this. Zachariah is the name of this Zeta. A human named for you to easier connect. It is up to you to connect in a meditation. One moment. You might feel the vibration also. It is a very personal connection you have there, but the Palladians are there because they are old friends. You also have a Sirian that shows up here and there, but mostly Palladians.
Okay. And second question for Gray Joyride is, any messages for them?
Yes. The Palladian Council of 9, you are very much a member of. And also, you are there as interesting enough, as an Arcturian, which is quite normal as for because you're giving them another perspective, a Arcturian perspective. And it's for you to connect to this. This is a personal connection, not for the whole world to know the details. So this is your private message, meaning for you to explore this more, basically. There's also an amphibian being that you are connected to also. Not necessarily in this council, but you have a lot of amphibian lifetimes. That is part of the message also. Blessings.
Okay. Next is Donna Riggs. Happy holidays to you and the universe.
Yes.
Last chat, Kermit said that my business will increase. Can you clarify what Kermit meant? As of right now, I do not have a business in progress. What is Kermit referring to? Thank you.
Whatever financial connection you have, it seems to that be an increase. It says a financial increase. Well, business can mean different things. As for that clarification, one moment. Well, what he says is personal business. As for personal direction, basically, is what I feel from that vibration. Blessings.
Okay. And next is Donna Riggs again. Also, Kermit said that though the vibration will be higher, the lessons will be tougher. It already seems tough enough here in this location. Not sure I can bear more. Any insight on what the lessons will be? Cheers. May all have a blessed and safe holiday season. Much love.
Well, it does feel that some will be crossing over, is what it seems. At least from the vibration that I am receiving at this moment. And that is what will make it hard. From what I'm seeing at this time, this can change. It all has to do, but that is the vibration that is being told. That doesn't mean that it'll be entirely accurate, because it has to do with one's individual direction. Mostly from old age is what we see, but that still take that with a grain of salt. But as for the details of the rest, that is unknown at this time. Nothing to worry. Just go with the flow. Yes, you did have a tough timeline for good reason. You're toughing it out in this timeline. It does seem like loved ones that you have not connected to in a long time will be connected to you again. It does seem like the likelihood has increased. Blessings.
Okay. And next is Vasco. Hi, peace and blessings. Internet has been buzzing about Rudolph Giuliani Twitter post about Pizzagate. Is this true or more disinformation?
Some of it has true. Some of it is disinformation. But a lot of it has a low vibration to it that is there to lower vibrations, but also there is a lot of truth in it. As for deciphering, it's up to you and what you feel. But for the most part, it is a disclosure. Even if it is not entirely true, there are truths there within your elites that are being half-truths, basically. So if they're not part of this scandal, their most part, their vibration is there involved with something similar to that. Especially with your Clintons, there's a lot of darkness around them, unfortunately. But that's their choice, though. Blessings to you.
Okay. And second question is the news reporting by Benjamin Fulford real and accurate or more disinformation to the public? Thank you.
Now, his heart is in the right place, but the information is not always accurate. But the heart is in the right place because at the time the information is correct, but then it shifts. So it is good to hear it, but take it with a grain of salt. As for to see these things actually happen is unlikely in your dimension. But he is connected to many powerful, positive entities. I do not see, one moment, I do not see this one. There are energies around him that try to make it disinfo. One moment. He is part of a Palladian alliance. He might not be fully aware of this. And this alliance is keeping him alive at this time, it seems. So he is, his heart is in the right place, let's put it that way. As for the information, sometimes it does get diluted as it's brought to the public, meaning it gets changed. And not by he's not aware of that happening. From what he says is true, but not all of it is. Either way, it is from the heart. That's all I have for that. It is a difficult one to connect to. Blessings.
Okay. And next is Thomas Pedersen. I had a strange dream a couple days ago where I was laying beside a futuristic train station or monorail. I was just laying there as I was trying to avoid being hit by the passing trains. It was very futuristic. What does this mean?
There is interference. One moment. What you are seeing is a part of your life. You're going through a phase at this time. And so it is uneven at times. So that is, you're just seeing your life, basically. It is a metaphor, but there's many messages there that I cannot fully connect to at this time. It's a personal connection. So if you look in that direction, you should feel more of a answers to that vibration.
Okay. And second question is, any messages from the spiritual world or the extraterrestrials?
Right now, the Galactic Federation of Light is working with you and others and bringing the vibrations higher in this reality, as you are aware. At this time, you are part of a custodian type of energy, and you are clearing out negativity, but they cannot go into detail of what you are doing. Much of it is hush-hush at this time. We are clearing out negativity that is around certain individuals. They can't go into any details, right? You are a custodian of the Galactic Federation, let's put it that way. That's all they can go into at this time. Most likely they'll go and open it up a little bit more, but they're deciding on that. Essence.
Okay. And next is Stephen Davies. I went through the triangle I see in my mind. There was this massive looking skeleton. It had an X-ray look about it. Looked angry or in pain. What was this?
It seems like you went to a dimension that was of a lower dimension, it seems, what you were seeing. Just at a glimpse, you were seeing the vibration of lost souls, from what I am the lower dimensions, it seems like you're reviewing. Nothing to worry about, though. Lessons.
Okay. Next question is, not sure where I was here. I was talking to what looked like a big face. It was dark, then a door in the distance above me. It was white. It was white. Opened, a guy shouted, "Hey there, buddy." Who was this being?
A Pleiadian being. My star council of the Pleiadians they're not saying what exactly council they're from at this time. There's a brother energy that seems to be also a sister energy at one time. One moment. Someone you knew in battle also in other realities, but someone also you've known in Earth lifetimes, also like a brother. I see Finnish lifetimes on this planet. Blessings.
Okay. And next is Raw N. Which galactic beings have been around me recently, and what have they been doing?
The Arcturians seem to be working with your infusions at this time. There's also reptilian energy around you that is working with your solar plexus in a positive way. It also seems like you're clearing out your negative connections you had with reptilians, and also your canine connections seems to be increasing, bringing more joy into your reality. At least that's what they are saying. As you start to unconsciously, you're remembering more of your, you can be consciously remembering more of your canine side. It's hard to say. I cannot see it from your perspective. But it seems like the canine energies, some of that is being brought back into your energy path to bring more happiness to you, to bring more balance to you at this time, because you've been through lifetimes of a lot of negativity. This is also a message to others as they wish to bring more of a positive outlook, is to connect to the canines. Of course, the felines also, but sometimes that brings drama depending on what kind of timeline you have. But the canine energies usually clear out much dysfunction in one's vibration. That is all at this time. There's more, but that is the basics. Blessings.
Okay. And their next question is, does my higher self have any messages for me? Thank you. Much love.
And this is from Raw End still?
Yes.
Yes. To just continue as you are going, you are on the right path. As many are, and you continue to hear that general answer, as many are. But your path is as you want to build it. They show an open road, and you can add whatever you want to it. So your life is in your hands, basically, on where you want to go. That's what they say. Blessings.
Okay. And next is Carol McLaughlin. Hi, sweet one. Are there any messages for me?
Yes, from your guides, they say your next year will be more positive. You also see Valentine's Day in a different perspective. That is all they. And also, your guides have been saying they've been kind of reluctant on giving you messages because they want you to figure these things out on your own, meaning connecting to them on a personal level. I believe you have an awareness of this, but they will start to open up more to you in these type of channelings, and they decided to let it go and to give you more data. Sometimes it's been a little bit too general with you. But say hello to them anytime. Blessings.
Okay. And next question from Carol is, are there any messages for my sister Pamela from her higher self? Much love to you.
Well, the higher self says the same thing. One moment. From the higher self, as for Pamela, she's been in lifetimes where she might, this is possible, she might see herself as possibly as suit of armor. If any of that rings a bell to you, because you've had lifetimes as a Pleiadian wearing a suit of armor, because much of that comes from a Pleiadian reality that was brought to this world to bring safety to those humans that are here, as helped them in their reality. Of course, here was a little bit rougher, but you've had that type of armament in the Pleiades. Different, but sort of the same, galactic, as there was a spacesuit also. To give you, it is not exactly have the third density. There are third density worlds that is of that type of nature in a spacesuit, yes. There's not many worlds like this, but they do exist. So that is what your higher self wants to know, for you to know as part of your healing process. Blessings to you.
Okay. And next is Stacy. Happy holidays. Does my grandmother Dorothy have any messages for me and the family over the holidays?
Only to stay out of trouble and don't eat too many sweets. And be kind to everyone, even if they're not kind to you, of course. That is a general message. And she says her blessings, and she will be there also. Blessings.
Okay. And her second question is, does Santa have any messages for me?
I did not hear that, but that's... Who was that for?
Oh, for Stacy? Any messages from Santa for her?
From Santa? I believe that was... Connect to his energy anytime. That will help you in times of grief, as you will connect to the true energies of Santa, not the one that's been brought into the material possessions, of the material vibration. That Santa energy you will feel it. You feel like a young at heart, and also see elementals in a different way, because many do dress up like Santa to bring others happiness, meaning many fairies dress up as Santa, male and female, for children purposes, adult purposes, whatever. Blessings.
Okay. And next is Debbie M. Did Miranda know her dad and I were with her at the end?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And next is Migs1111. Any messages for them tonight?
Only that your guides are saying, look at Mary and Joseph during the time of Jesus, and you're going through many struggles also. I believe, at least after the day, leave myself out of this. Yes, that's also, you can overcome these struggles also. These stories are there for a reason. They're remembered for a reason. Certain ones are lost, but many are kept into the vibrations to help many of you continue your lifetime here in a positive manner. These tests are here, but you're not the only ones tested. Everyone is. But I believe you know this, but just to remind you, that is all.
Okay. Next is Marianne, 9999. Hello, any messages for me from Yeshua?
Only to have a clear direction of what you want. Know what you want. There's a confusion there, and that is fine. But for you to go in the direction you want to go in is having a clear of what you want. Always put your mind to what you want at that time. If you wish to change it, that is fine. But to jump around is not always doing you the higher good. But of course, you're always loved. Remember that. And Yeshua says you are connected to the buffalo energies. You know them well from other lifetimes. And also, because they're very healing, you understood them, you spoke to them as an American Indian. This is sometime in the past. Most likely before written history. Always history that was not written, well, the Indians did not write their history. One moment. That is all at this time. Blessings.
Okay. And her next question is, may I get a Palladian and Andromedan infusion? Much love.
Yes, we also say Arturian would help you very much also. It will help you help clear the thinking and help you feel stronger somewhat. Of course, it's up to you to feel strong, but it will give you more energy. Blessings.
Okay. And next is Angie77. I would like to know why I experience daily low-grade fever, muscle pain, joint pain. My fingers hurt, my pinky fingers are jumping out of place, and my wrist joints are swelling.
Yes, your body is out of alignment at this time, vibrationally. Reiki would be good for you. It won't clear out much of this. A couple of sessions would be good for you. Much healing is needed at this time.
Okay, and next is Daria. Love to you all. Hope you are well. Any revealing stories from me to you, or from you to me?
One moment. Yes, you're a one time, this might bring some interest to you. You were once a reptilian that brought confusion to many. As you're one that they're on this world at this time, I believe you can connect to them. As they would go to worlds and take one's mind and turn its thoughts around. That way it cannot be seen, and also do it as a joke, and also to see if it's capable of doing it. Those that are strong, to see who is strong and who is weak, basically. I don't see any malicious well, in some ways it was self versus self. This was an ancient lifetime of yours as you're testing your abilities as a reptilian being. I believe a draconian. So if you want to call that malicious, in some ways it was, because it was interfering with others' energies, but you were learning a great deal. So you don't have any karma for that either. Not anymore. That was clear. Blessings.
Okay, and any uplifting and true stories that I can benefit from in the hard situation I am in now? Thank you.
One moment. During your time of knowing as a friend of Cleopatra, it was a trying time. And you survived it, but even in times when you felt like taking your own life. So realize that you have been through much more hard struggles, but this one is to help. This one is learning more about your foundation of who you are. You know more of who you are than you did that lifetime. That other lifetime, you know who you wanted to be. It was a big question mark. You knew, but you didn't know. You're also watching Cleopatra's back many times. You feel like you're living her life. I believe you are aware of this. We're not even living your own life, so you had an identity issue. Here you know who you are, and understand you have that backbone you didn't have then. So hopefully that will bring more clarity into this life. That these tests are only to refine who you are. Basically, you're testing yourself to strengthen yourself. I believe you already know this, but they're there for many reasons to test your strength, your trust of yourself also. Blessings.
Okay, next is Moses. Questions for Archangel Michael. Okay, but I'm going to ask him anyways. Slowly trying to release some negative past lives in the past couple of months. I have 4 different advices about which past life was best to release. My giant life, my Philistine life, my negative Anunnaki life, and my reptilian commander life. On which one I have to concentrate?
The Anunnaki one is from Archangel Michael and from myself. The Anunnaki one is the most complicated one to let go, because remember, you're a time of great power. Also, there's a Martian lifetime that would be needed to be released also. That is still bringing confusion into this life. So yes, you have many things. You were a Martian politician at one time. I believe that brings it might bring a lot of heartache there, because knowing that you're in that position, but it was nothing like you have here. Sometimes it was more productive, but it can be quite more vicious also. Blessings.
Okay, and do we live on Earth, which is dome? Do we live on Earth, which is a dome, or do we live on a hollow Earth? Thanks, blessings.
On a dome Earth? I don't know if I can understand that. There's no hollow. It depends on what reality you're connected to. There is a hollow Earth and another reality, yes, but you do have a Earth's core here. So it is what you see in your science is correct. But there are dome realities also, so whatever one you wish to connect to.
Okay. And next is Stephanie Redmond. Any messages for me?
Mother Mary is around you at this time for you to connect with her and to feel her healing. You're going through a lot of struggles that she went through also. I believe you can relate to her very much. To connect to your energies at this time to strengthen yourself. Blessings.
Okay. And the next one is, what is my brother Andrew doing in astral?
Connecting to many reptilians at this time and also Arcturians. As he's still learning much, he's still much a baby as for learning. He's still, yes, they show him as a baby because he's still not fully familiar with all the Arcturian ways. There's much to learn. That is all they say at this time.
Okay. And next is Angie77. Any messages for my boyfriend Alejandro from his mother Marcela? Thank you.
Only to have more manners with the ladies. And she says, you know what she's talking about. That is all.
Okay. And next question is from Emmy. What are my different ET race and angelic percentages?
At this time, Arcturian is at 14%, which is quite high. Angelic, the angel energy is around 8%, but it does fluctuate. Reptilian is at 2%, Palladian is at 4%. Understand all of these change. Blue Avian is at 12% at this time. And also you have Martian at 5%. Blessings.
Okay, her second question is, any messages from her higher self, angels, elementals, ETs, basically anyone?
Only to have a quiet weekend. They say it would be good for you to just take it easy on yourself, and not to have any problems. The less issues you need right now, just to relax. That's all they say at this time. Blessings.
Okay, Redmond, that's all the questions for tonight. Thank you very much.
Blessings to you all. Possibly galactic updates. We can't be 100% on that. Let everyone rest. Much love to you. Farewell. Okay. Happy holidays, everyone. Blessings.